Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again. Today we are going to be doing some splitting of some hives. I got to increase my hive numbers. I got some people wanting me to do some pollinating contracts for them this year, and I need some more hives. So we bought 4 queens today. I would have bought more, but that's all he had. So sometimes you got to go what you got. So let's get our stuff set up and do some hive splits. Here's some of the hives we're going to be splitting today. As you can see, a lot of festooning going on there. That's perfectly normal. You can see they're hanging all off the bottom and everything. So that's nothing strange, nothing abnormal. Just regular stuff. These over here, I need to come over here and mow the grass, but I ain't had time. But you can see this hive doing the same thing. They're hanging all off the bottom. So we're going to split these up. These over here doing the same thing. You can see it from the grass. And these. So I got to see what kind of equipment I got over here, and I might have to run back and forth to the house, but we're going to do 4 splits today. So stick around. I'll show you how I do my splits. It's not the only way to do them, but it's the way I do them. So stick around. Alrighty then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this hive up. I'm going to check, find out where the queen's at. I'm going to leave her in the bottom box. I'm going to take the top box, put it on another bottom board, put a top on it with the queen in the cage, and that's how I'm going to do these splits. It's a quick, easy, simple way to do it. Normally you try to make these up a day or 2 before you get your queens, but it was a last minute thing, so sometimes you got to do with what you got to do. So let's get at it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it over here because these hives are probably going to get moved tonight, so I'm not really worried about the bees going back home. So let me get my smoker and I'll go in and we'll do this thing. We got a storm off in the distance. We're going to try doing this with without my bee equipment on. We'll see how good that works out. The wind's actually died down finally. It's been blowing across here pretty good today. Alrighty, so all I did was just move the dead out hive out of the way. I'm going to put one of them hives on top of the that bottom board and go from there. As you can see, we got lots and lots of bees. I'm going to check this hive good. We're going to make sure we don't have any queen cells. Sometimes in the summertime, like we are right now, if there's this many bees in here, they're real close to swarming. So hopefully that's not the case. When you take your inner cover off, make sure you check, make sure your queen's not on it. I do not see her. So all I'm going to do now is pop this box loose. Set it up. So we got some wannabe queen cells. There's no eggs or larvae in them, if you can see them. Crunch some bees right there. So I'm going to do is set this box over here. For the time being. Bump these bees off in here. I know you can't see that, but all those bees that were on the inner cover, I just tapped them down. So now they're in that box. So now we're going to inspect this box. When you split a hive like this right here, you want to make sure they've got plenty of resources in both boxes. So you might have to take some frames out of this one and put them in that one, and vice versa, because there might be more honey in the box on the left versus the one on the right, just because normally your top box is where they try to store most of their honey. This time of year you ain't really got to worry about a hive starving out, but we'll try to help them out best we can. So unlike most of my videos, what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for the queen. Most of the time when I do videos, I'm not looking for the queen. I'm just looking for where she's been. But this is not a hive inspection. This is find the queen. I'll show you a little bit. There's honey across the top. That white stuff is honey. Got a little pollen over there on the left hand side. And pollen right there. Those are drone cells, and that's a wannabe queen cell. Being there's nothing in it, I do destroy them. Now let's run over here real quick and look and see if we see a queen. I'm not expecting the queen to be on this frame, for the very simple fact of the matter is there's no eggs or larvae on this frame. I put that frame on my inner cover. I never lay them on the ground. We got brood in the middle. We got some worker brood around the outside edges. And we got worker brood in the middle. There's so many bees on there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Plus we're in the shade too. I do see some drone cells that have larvae in it, but I don't see any eggs. This is all pollen right here. Lots and lots of pollen. Okay, we got eggs and larvae on this frame. Maybe you'll be able to see it. I know the shadow of the camera is on it. Eggs and larvae on this side. Now this would be a good frame for the queen to be on. And the sooner I find her, the better off I like it. But I do not see her on this frame. My smoke is trying to go out. I normally don't use this much smoke, as y'all, as all my subscribers that's been with me for a while know, but like I said, we got a storm brewing over there and I don't feel like getting eat up today. Cap brood. There's some worker brood and some pollen. Now if you'll notice, the further you get into this hive, the less honey you'll see on the frames. But that's for the very simple fact that most of your honey stores are going to be in the top box of the hive. So I'll probably have to switch some frames out to give them plenty of honey stores. Once again, we're looking for the queen. I do not see her. So we got a lot of eggs on this one. So chances are she's been on here in the past day or so. So we're really going to look this one over really good to see if she's on here. Because all that right there is eggs. My aunt has starlings gourds at her house, or martin gourds at her house, and that's what just buzzed my bee yard. You can't raise queens over here because the starlings population is pretty good, and they would probably eat all my queens. And these big pretty drones. I don't see her on this one either. Surprise, surprise. Got eggs and larvae on here. But I do not see her on this one either. She might have jumped to the top box. Want a big queen cell. A freshly hatched drone. Let me get rid of that. I normally don't condone taking out queen cells, but the only time I do it is when they're empty. And that one was empty. Come on, Queenie, where you at? Right now on this one, we just got pollen across the top. I don't see any eggs or larvae in here. And I do not see my queen. So I'm guessing she's going to be in that other box. But we won't know for sure until we check that box. When you're doing splits like this right here, you have to find your queen. No matter if it takes 45 minutes to an hour, you've got to find her. Because if you try to put another queen in the box with her, it's not going to end up too good. Definitely lots and lots of drones in here. Probably a good time to try to graft some queens. I need to learn how to start doing some grafting of my own. Save them 20, 30 bucks a pop for queens. If she is, put a queen in this box and let them go at it. I try to buy my stuff local, but our local bee supplier likes to embroider or burn their logos and all of their stuff we get from them, so I'm not a big fan of that. But do what you can do. I'm going to take this inner cover, set over here after I check it really good for the queen. She could very well be on here. But I'm not seeing her. A few little crunches, and it's on backwards, but it'll be alright for now. So let's switch over here to the other hive right quick. Got all these weeds in the way. Drones, they got drawed out worker brood on here and a little bit on the back. Still looking for a queen. Not seeing her on here. Lots of drones though. Got honey and pollen. That's it for these. I don't see no eggs. Got worker brood. Lots and lots of wannabe queen cell. Starters. More worker brood on the back. Drone brood, worker brood, honey. Drone cell or drone larva with a mite. Now a dead mite. Another dead mite. I've tried to go treatment free with my hives, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm losing too many because the mites are really taking them over. And some of y'all might be treatment free. I think that's the only way to go. And if that's the way you think, I'm 100% with you, but I think I'm gonna have to start treating. Sound like I got a rabbit running around in the weeds behind me. That or a big Mr. No Shoulders. Ugly drawn out comb. That right there could turn into a mess quick. We got a few eggs right here, so we're really gonna look this frame over for the queen. Hopefully she is young. This frame right here is loaded up with brood, with eggs and larvae. More queen cells, wannabes. Which this hive don't have a lot of honey in it either. You would think this time of year she would be loaded, but she's not. Right now we're in the late part of March. No, May, late May. Don't see a queen on this one. So there she is. There is your beautiful queen. So what we're going to do here, put this back together. We know this is the hive with the queen in it. So we'll put the top on this. I'll mark this as being the one with the queen in it, and we'll put the queen cage in the other one. This hive here has the most bees in it. Well, kind of, sort of. Let me do this. The hive that's in the original location, there'll be more foragers coming back to it. So we'll dump more bees into this one. I'm going to put this top on this one. Just like that. being the queen's in this one, if the numbers are a little low, that's fine, because she's going to go ahead and start keep laying. So we're going to leave the hive that we're going to put the queen in over here on this side. More the foragers will come back to this hive, and the bee population will build up in it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shake some bees. Over here in this hive. Now the reason why I did that, your foragers will come back to this hive, but your nurse bees won't. There we go. Alrighty, let's get back on that other hive over there. I'm going to put the top on that one there, and it'll be good to go. Alright, so I had to put my bee coat on. I got stung once on the foot, one on the arm. And being we got so many bees in the air, I think it's better that I do that, because I'm kind of in a hurry today. These queens were sitting on the tailgate, and you can see we got bees, but see, they're being aggressive. That's what it looks like when bees are being aggressive toward a queen. See how that one's bud is? He's trying to sting her through the cage. Now see, here's your candy side. We got a cork in there, and then there's a cork on that side. Never take this cork out. Always the one on this side. But being I haven't made these nukes up before today, I'm going to leave this cork in there for probably a day or so, and then I'll take it out. Because we don't want to release too soon. If they release this queen too soon, they will kill her. Smoke my bees down a little bit. Pop this frame out. I don't really want to put a queen cage on that frame. What I'm looking for is a frame kind of toward the center. It doesn't have a whole lot of going on. Like this right here. See, there's hardly anything in here. There might be a few little eggs she's laid in the bottom, but I'm not worried about those. Take my queen cage. I'm going to kind of do it up top so I can see it. And just kind of push it in to the wax a little bit. Probably the best bet for me to do this is take a frame out. I'm going to do that. If I take a frame out, that'll give me enough space to pinch that queen cage in between two frames, and it'll be sideways. I'll take this frame out. It's got a little bit of honey on it, a little bit of drone brood. Not a big deal. Shake the bees off. Like I said earlier in the video, we got some storms brewing in the distance, so these bees are not the happiest in the world with me right now. Now I don't know if you can see what I did there. I've got the queen cage turned sideways. The queen's actually facing right this direction over here. This is the back of the cage. The top right here is where the candy's at. You never want to put your candy facing down with the cork out of it, because if you have a worker bee die and get lodged in that hole, that queen cannot get out. So that's what we're going to do with that. I'll take this frame that I took out of here, I'll put it in another box that's open, and we'll let the bees rob out the honey and stuff. but that's how I do my splits to increase my hive count. So give it about a day or two. I'll come over wherever I've set these bees up at. I'll pop that cork and let them release that queen on her own. So there you go. Just put the top on it. I'm gonna turn that brick straight up so I'll know which ones I got the queens in, just in case I forget. And that's how we do it. Hope y'all learn from the videos. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Give me a little like on the video if you like it. That helps with our counts as far as recommending videos and stuff. So any little bit of help y'all can give me would be fine. If you're on Facebook, share some of the videos, get the word out, so other people will watch the channel too. So hope y'all doing good. Happy Memorial Day. Thanks for all those in the military and for the ones that served and give the ultimate sacrifice for us so we can get out here and shoot YouTube videos and get stung by bees and just have a good old time. So hope y'all doing good, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.